This summer is all about superheroes, from Superman to the Fantastic Four. This month's newest flicks are heating up the summer box office. And of course, this chick's flick, Susan Kamyab Stevens, joins me now with her top picks, as she always does. Good morning to you. So glad to have you back. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it because we always have a good conversation. It seems like this has really been a good year for the movie theater. Yeah. I feel like a lot of the movies that we've talked about recently have actually gotten people to go back to the theater, which is what the conversation really was all about, getting people out of their homes and into those seats. So let's start out with what's going on this month. Actually today, Superman.
Yes, I am so excited to talk about this one because I went into it cautiously optimistic just because I love James Gunn, but you know, I haven't liked a Superman adaptation since Smallville, really.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, we're all tired of superhero movies, I feel like, but Gunn has revitalized the superhero genre and DC really by giving us a Superman that we can truly look up to right now.
I like that.
I love that it's not an origin story. We go straight into, he's established hero in Metropolis for about 3 years now. He's Clark Kent at the Daily Planet and dating Lois Lane, and Lex Luthor's trying to destroy him. So not the same story we've seen 100 times before. Instead, we're getting a story about world issues, struggling with your identity and acceptance, and seeing a side of vulnerability and humor that we haven't seen from the Man of Steel yet, which is really great. Yeah.
So it really is timely, like you said. It really fits right into today's society, and maybe different from that original movie, but still's got that chutzpah from the first one.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, David Cornsweet, Rachel Brosnahan, and Nicholas Hoult, they all are amazing in their iconic roles. Nicholas Hoult especially is probably the best Lex Luthor to date, but as Gunn always does with all this stuff, he brings the humor along with the heart.
Yes.
And this time he brings a scene-stealing dog, too. So everyone needs to see this movie. It's easily one of the best films of the year.
There you go. Keep your eyes out for the dog, you guys. All right, let's talk a little bit about a movie that I think a lot of people grew up with, which is I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yes, so this is one, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I actually always prefer the I Know What You Did Last Summers over the Scream movies as a kid. I know. I love the story, and I love the
Scream
cast.
is big, so the fact that you said that is pivotal.
Yeah, I know. It's just the cast, and that's why I'm so excited that they're bringing Freddie Prinze Jr. back and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and has me like fangirling. Now, I mean, the story is probably still going to be very similar to the previous ones. A group of friends are terrorized by a stalker who knows about a deadly accident from their past, but the Jennifer Caton Robinson has directed the film and wrote it alongside Leah McKendrick, who created my favorite film of 2024, Scrambled. So I'm really excited to see what she adds to the screenplay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I'm curious.
This is serious.
Are you cool with slashers?
I am, but I wasn't expecting that. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be good.
It's a fun slasher. I think this is the perfect summer movie to go see with your friends and just have a good time.
It's just fun.
Yes, it's just fun.
This is very much giving wine, popcorn. Okay, I like it.
Good jump scares.
Exactly. Let's talk about a movie that I feel like a lot of people haven't talked about, but it actually did really well at film festivals this year. Daniela Forever. Tell me the plot about this one.
Yeah, so it's an intriguing one. It's talking about the importance of grieving. It's about a man who signs up for a sleep trial using lucid dreams to kind of rebuild his relationship with his girlfriend who's passed away.
Interesting.
Yeah, it stars, and because of that, I would say because of the dream sequences, it's pretty trippy, so that's kind of, it gives for unique visuals.
I was about to say, this is for a certain demographic of people who like to hang out at their house and like trippy stuff. Maybe this movie is for you.
Yeah, and it stars Henry Golding and Beatrice Grano. While I'm not completely sold on their chemistry in the film, I think Henry Golding does an amazing job playing this raw and I guess unfiltered performance of just a man trying to escape the horrors of grief, and I think it's his best performance yet, so that alone is why it's worth seeing.
Okay, and I do like Henry Golding. He really is
so good,
fabulous, and he's stunning too. Now,
yes, he is.
You just talked about how superhero films, they either land or they miss because there's so many of them. It is a saturated market, so tell me, what are we thinking for the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, so that's, while I love Superman, I'm going back to being cautiously optimistic with Fantastic Four. I haven't liked any adaptation of that. I mean, I think...
Really?
Yeah, I think that they get the cast right, but they don't get the script right. So I'm hoping
the writing.
Yeah, and this time they've got another amazing cast. We've got Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Eben Moss, who are all fantastic. So I hope that they do the story right. It does seem like it's going to be that typical. The team has to battle a space villain, and while also balancing their personal lives. This is the phase 6 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and a sequel is already in development.
See, that's the thing about Marvel. Marvel just gives it to you and gives it to you and gives it to you, and I think that's why you said it's an oversaturated market.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of those, what's your top pick?
Oh, Superman.
Superman for sure.
Go see Superman.
It's coming out today, you guys. So if you don't have weekend plans, there you go. There's your plans. Thank you so much for being here. Tell me where people can find you.
You guys can find me at thischicksflix.com or on my socials at thischicksflix.
There you go. Booyah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.